Hey guys, welcome back to a new Duel Links video. Today, I'm taking a look at some of the newest datamines that have recently popped up from the latest update that was adding the Duelathon. Of course, most of these datamines are all from XOF. He posted them in all the Discords. That's where I found all of this information. And yeah, this information, as the title suggests, is all about the tag duel event that'll be coming most likely, I think, after the Duelathon. I think the next update after the Duelathon that we're currently in will be the datamine sort of thing. So that's going to be really cool right there. We're going to go take a look at some new skills that are going to be specifically for the tag duels, and we're going to take a look at a few new cards and the sleeves and all that good stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff in here that we're going to be checking out. So if you guys are excited, be sure to smash that like button down below on the channel. Subscribe to the channel for more Duel Links content like this, but let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is some of the cover art for this thing right here. It's very nice right here. So in the tag duel event, we're going to be able to earn some coins or whatever for some new cards in the game. We have 3 cards in here. We have 2 URs and 1 SR. We're going to go take a look at them real quick, and then also we get a bunch of coins and gems, which is really neat right there. So if we go to the screenshot right here, we can check out these cards right here. So one of the URs that we're going to get is Unity. Select one monster inside of the field. The defense of the selected monster becomes equal to the combined original defense of all face-up monsters on your side of the field till the end of the turn. That's a pretty interesting card right there. And okay, so you only can do it on your side of the field. So you could possibly bait your opponent into attacking the face-down defense position monster. And I think when it's face up, you could possibly chain this card to do a surprise attack on your opponents, and then they attack it to your monster. And maybe, so for example, what if you had a face down, I don't know, Samurai Skull is 0 defense. Your opponent wasn't ready for that boy because you play Unity and you give since you have a Red Eye Zombie Dragon on your field, you can give your Samurai Skull 2,000 defense points and prank your opponent right there and hopefully make him lose enough life points for the duel or something like that. That's the only combo I can think of. Is just baiting your opponent out with a face down defense position monster, and if you're able to chain this card while your monster is flipped face up, you're able to add the defense of all your monsters on your side of the field. That would be kind of a funny way to defeat opponent. That would be really cool. Next up, we have an Evil Swarm. I don't think we have any Evil Swarms in the game, so this might be the first one. Evil Swarm Salamerta. I completely butchered that. I cannot read. Anyway, so this is a level 4 dinosaur. Up to twice per turn, you can banish one monster from your graveyard. This card gains 300 attacks until the end of your opponent's turn. This is not a bad card. So with Jurassic World, this will be at 2150. Plus, you can banish monsters from your graveyard, and this card gains 3,000 attack. And this combos with Trino Affinity, because I believe it gains 1,000 attack for each banished dinosaur in your grave. That's a neat combo right there. I think that's what it is, right? Trino Infinity gains 1,000 attack for each monster. That's in each dino that's in your Spanish zone. That's actually a spicy combo. So with Jurassic World in the field, this is a 2150 beater plus 300 attack till the end of the turn when you banish a monster from your graveyard. So this is gonna be a 3450 attacking monster. That's powerful. Plus, Trino Affinity is able to get boosted up by that. That's actually kind of crazy. That's going to be a cool attack. I want to get some copies of that boy, and that'd be really cool. Next up, we have Lightning Blade, equivalent to a warrior type monster. It gains 800 attack. All water monsters lose 500 attack. That is pretty decent right there. Yeah, so against Mako decks, this card would absolutely destroy if you play warriors, so you could tech this in. And 800 attack for no drawback is pretty good. We don't have a lot of traps like that in the game right now, because right now I think the card that gives us the most amount of attack is 1,000 attack. It's the Mask of Beastie, Mask of Beast something. It gains 1,000. Your monster gains 1,000 attack, but then you take 1,000 points each standby phase. That's pretty annoying, but high attack. So that's kind of it for the 3 cards that we got from this PNG file right here. Very interesting cards right here. That UR dinosaur is super interesting. Next up, I guess we could talk about is this key right here. This looks like this will be a whole new thing to buy from the shop, because if you guys recognize the rainbow colors from this thing, this is actually the same color palette that was used for the dual orb, the super boosted dual orb, so you can get for $2 and for an hour. Basically, you have unlimited standard duelists for an hour. Something like this, but for gate keys, sounds really cool. This will be a decent way to save your gate keys, and this might be able to help you farm against duelists if you want to pay for it. Kind of annoying for some people's eyes, but I mean, if people are willing to pay for it, hey, go for it. So that's a pretty interesting right here. I think the bulk of the recording that we're going to get to is talking about some skills, but right before we do that, we do have this tag duel tournament sleeves. The tag duel thing is looking very clean. I really do like this. The matte sleeve's going to look really nice. I think I might rock the sleeves in matte because this tag duel thing is super cool. Another thing that I want to show you guys, I'm going to click on this thing or whatever, but I'm going to make this, I recorded this in a full screen so you guys can see this on a full screen instead of just the tiny mobile screen. But essentially this is the little opening animation for the tag duel event, which is super cool. So yeah, you guys hopefully enjoy that. Okay, so now we're going to go on to some of the screenshots. So there's actually a lot of skills that have just been added specifically for the tournament. Tag duel tournament. So the issue is with this tournament, sadly, is that it's going to be an NPC tag duel tournament. It's not going to be a multiplayer ranked duel sort of thing. You're going to be teaming up with an NPC duelist, and then you're going to battle other NPC duelists in a tag duel format. Honestly, it sucks, but hopefully this is just a predecessor for testing out tag duels and Duel Links, and then hopefully at some point in the future, Konami or whoever is under the branch making Duel Links will eventually add just all of these lost my train of thought. Best commentator in the game right now. But yeah, hopefully this is just a predecessor for testing out tag duels for the future when it comes to ranked PvP. But for now, it's just going to be an NPC only event, which does suck. But it's still a cool idea nonetheless, so hopefully it'll be somewhat entertaining. Anyway, so it seems like you're going to get specific skills that you can use alongside the NPC partner that you get to choose. These skills seem to be exclusive to tag duels. Don't see these skills working in the normal game right now, but it's pretty interesting. So we're going to go through all these screenshots. So I'm not sure if this one is true or not. I kind of found this randomly. It wasn't in the Datamines page where I usually find all my stuff, but this is robotic reinforcements at the beginning of turn 6 and onwards. Randomly add a X cannon, Y cannon, or X head cannon, Y dragon head, or Z metal tank that you do not have currently in your hand from outside your deck. This skill can only be used once per duel. Pretty interesting card right there. This could possibly be for Chaz, if you're going to tag duel Chaz, maybe, if this is true. Next up, we have screenshot number 5, Paradox Tactics, Worm. If your team has less than 1,000 life points and you control no monsters, play 1 Dungeon Worm on the field from outside your deck. The skill can only be used once per duel at the beginning of your turn. I do not have Dungeon Worm pulled up on like a laptop or whatever, so I can't read the effect for you guys. But I'll pop it up in the screen right here if you guys want to just pause the video and take a look at what that card does. Pretty interesting right there. Next up, we got Blue Eyes Awakening. At the beginning of your turn, add 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon to your hand from outside the deck. That's a really cool skill. Wonder if you get that skill if you're going to be tag dueling with Kaiba. That'd be really cool right there. Next up, we have Blue Eyes Evident. If your team has less than 1,000 life points, randomly play 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field at the beginning of your partner Seto Kaiba's turn. The skill can only be used once per duel. So with this skill right here, I wonder if the event's going to be laid out to where you choose your tag team partner and then you have specific skills. Not each of the teammates have specific skills. That's what this sounds like, possibly. You choose one of the NPC duelists that you get to play with, and then you guys share the same skill. Maybe that's how it's going to work. Who knows? Pretty interesting right there. Next up, we have Is That All You Got? If your team has less than 1,000 life points, randomly play 1 Legendary Fisherman or Jinzo on the field at the beginning of your partner Joey Wheeler's turn. Skill can only use once per duel. Okay, so that's really cool, but at the same time, it kind of sucks because Legendary Fisherman compared to Jinzo is kind of trash. Maybe they had to do that so they can balance out, because Jinzo is pretty overpowered. He stops all traps. You can't activate traps or their effects when this boy is out, so they're probably trying to balance that a little bit with this skill by throwing in the Legendary Fisherman along with it, 'cause it's randomly play one of them. Yeah, and I mean, it still makes sense to the canon because in the Battle City event, Joey did obtain a Jinzo and Legendary Fisherman in the show. So it does make sense, and it's a good way to balance it. So good on you guys, Konami. But yeah, if you team up with Joey Wheeler with this, or you could possibly get a Jinzo, which is really cool. Very interesting skill right there when it comes to the tag duel thing. And then the last skill we got right here is Reinforcements of the Dark Magic. If Dark Magician Girl is on your team side of the field, add 1 Sage of Stone to your partner Yami Yugi's hand at the beginning of this turn. The skill can only use once per duel. Nothing too crazy, but if you guys didn't know already, Sage of Stone, when you play it, if you have a Dark Magician Girl on your field, you get to search and special summon a Dark Magician from your deck. Hand or deck, I'm not sure. I think it's hand or deck, but Very cool skill right there. So it sounds like a lot of these skills are going to be tag duel oriented, and I gotta believe that, yeah, you're only gonna have one tag duel skill along with your partner. Like, you and your partner are gonna do that. Very interesting right there. And if you guys remember about the tag duel cave, we're gonna be going against a lot of different opponents. Like, as you can see, there's the Shazane Truesdale along with Jaden Yugi versus Ubel and Jesse Anderson. Really cool right there. I don't know if that's like official because this is a data mine, but nah, this tag duel thing is looking super cool. If you guys want to, you guys can put your comments down below on your thoughts on the data mines, because maybe a lot of you guys have seen this already. But yeah, if you guys want to just comment down below, that'd be really cool right there. Love to hear you guys' discussion on that. Another thing too is that if you guys want to see these data mines before I make a video on them, be sure to join my Discord, link in the description down below. The Discord's awesome. There's a lot of like-minded people in the server, so hopefully you guys can make new friends, and along with that, you guys can see some of the data mines before I make a video on them, which is really cool right there. And I know I said this around the beginning of the video, but if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I think it's going to be doing it for today's Duel Links data mine video. Hope you guys are excited for the tag duel event. While it isn't what we hope for, hopefully this is just a just a testing phase for hopefully in the future we get tag duels and ranked PvP. That would be awesome if we had ranked tag duels with friends. Like, you can join up with friends and do tag duels. That would be amazing. Well, I think that's going to do it for today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. Thank you guys for watching it, and I'll have to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.